Tom, let me ask you the question I've heard so often in the last few days. People are hearing about people who are double vaccinated, often with the mRNA vaccine, and are still getting COVID. Is this something that worries you? How should people think about it?
This is really expected. 162 million Americans are fully vaccinated against COVID. If these individuals weren't vaccinated, we would be seeing millions of cases and tens of thousands of deaths from COVID. Instead, we're seeing a handful of severe infections and tragically some deaths, but that remains rare. These vaccines are astonishingly effective, but no vaccine is 100%. No vaccine is perfect. And because of that, we need to have layered levels of protection, and we need to continue to monitor to see whether future strains, future variants might actually be more of a problem. Right now, it looks like the mRNA vaccines are quite effective, especially against severe disease, even with the Delta variant.
Tom, do you think people should be getting booster shots? There is data coming out of Israel and some more that says that the Pfizer vaccine may have, the antibodies may last 6 to 9 months, not, a year to 18 months as people had thought. When do we need a booster shot for those of us who are double vaccinated?
There are two different issues here, Fareed, and it's important we consider them differently. The first is, what about people who have severe immune problems or on transplant medications or are in other ways maybe not responding well to the vaccine? They might require a third dose or a higher dose. That is done with other vaccines, so it might be necessary here. Whether the immunity to these to COVID wanes over time, we really don't know yet, because although the antibody levels go down, we don't know if antibody levels correlate with protection. So until, frankly, more time goes by and we learn more about who's getting breakthrough infections, what the risk factors are, until we know that, we won't know whether we need boosters, when, and who will need them.
Davey, we're coming up soon to the beginning of the school year, and there is a big controversy in many countries about whether young children need to be vaccinated. There is one school that says, look, they get infected, but it's not a big deal. It's like getting the flu. Let them get infected, get the antibodies. Others say it's dangerous. We don't know what COVID's long-term effects will be. You're about to publish a big article in The Guardian about this. Where do you come down?
Yeah, so I am obviously kind of sympathetic to the idea that children are relatively less affected than older age groups, but we have a safe and effective vaccine already approved for children older than 12. It's already been used in the United States, and trials underway for a vaccine for children under 12. So if there's a safer way to protect children than just letting them get infected, and I know the CDC has done careful analysis on this, then we should be vaccinating children and protecting their educational experience, and also making sure they're not getting long COVID, the substantial morbidity that some children can have. So for me, having looked at the evidence, looked at what different countries are doing, it seems like, most countries have agreed to go ahead with vaccinating children 12 plus and to hope that we get vaccines, ready to go for those who are under 12 soon and by winter, hopefully.